A few months ago, I finished watching something on Netflix, as one does. To be honest, I can't for the life of me remember what it was, but that's not important. What's important is what happened next. I am someone who is constantly looking for new movies or TV shows to watch. This show called Dark popped up on my screen, and I was immediately intrigued by just the poster. I then proceeded to read the description and watch a trailer, and the more I learned about the show, the more interested I became. A mind-bending, thought-provoking, thrilling time travel show? Count me in. The series is entirely in German, which admittedly was cause for a little hesitation, at least at first. Not because of the fact that I had to read subtitles, I have no problem doing that, but because there have been several foreign movies that have been very highly praised that, for whatever reason, I just couldn't get into. The Vanishing is a most recent example, but I am delighted to report that I was hooked from the first episode, and Dark is, without a doubt, one of the most compelling and unique shows I've ever seen. I'm glad the description and trailer kept things relatively vague because I really had no idea what to expect going in. But without spoilers, because the main purpose of this video is to convince people to watch it, it thrusts you right into the action, so to speak, in the very first episode. And said episode ends on a huge cliffhanger. I couldn't wait to keep going. I'm not normally that much of a binger. I have no issue watching an episode or two a night, even if they're already released, but this was an exception. I could not stay away, and ended up finishing the entire thing, all 3 seasons, in a couple of weeks. It was all I could think about for that time period. What will happen next? What does this mean? Is this character good or bad? I was obsessed and could not stop telling my friends about it, begging them to watch it so I could have more people to talk about it with. Which brings me to my next point. Every episode brings new information that completely reshapes how you see certain plot lines and character decisions. Just when you think you have everything figured out, you probably don't. Dark has one of the best and most unique uses of time travel and different timelines that I've ever seen in a movie or series. They really play around with the idea that time is not linear and that everything is happening simultaneously. And the way they actually do time travel, the way it works, is like nothing we have ever seen before. There will even be times where you see the same character in different time periods, and you don't even realize for a while that they are the same character. You might even be led to believe they are someone else. And you don't truly see the full picture until the very last episode. I can't tell you how many times I audibly reacted or gasped at a big reveal. To me, a good show is nothing without good characters, and Dark has that in spades. Across these 3 seasons, you get to know every single one of them so well, and they get so well fleshed out. And they're all complex. Nothing and no one is black and white. Every character has strengths and flaws, making bad decisions and good ones. Many of them make decisions that may seem bad at the time, but turn out to be good or understandable, or vice versa. Not only are the characters themselves incredibly complex and interesting, but their relationships with each other are as well, and those continue to grow and change as the show goes along. The score is also fantastic. Music can add so much to the feel and vibe of a show like this, and this is absolutely one of those cases. The music is so eerie and adds to the mystery and uneasy feeling of the show. Some characters even have their own recognizable themes. The writing and performances are great, but I don't think the vibe and energy of Dark would be nearly as engaging as it is without the incredible score, one of the best parts of the show, honestly. The music captures the tone, and that is incredibly important for a show like this. Without it, or even if the music were forgettable, the show would feel much more bland, and all of the other elements would be dragged down with it. It's also very existential. It poses some interesting and difficult questions about the nature of humanity and why we make the choices we make. Are they even choices at all? Or are they predetermined by a multitude of factors and experiences that led to that specific moment? These are things that really make Dark stick out and stick with you long after watching it. I always find that the best movies and TV shows spark conversations, and Dark does that as well as anything. These questions and ideas are so complex that you will ponder them long after watching the show. When the show ends, everything comes together very well, but you're still not entirely sure what to think about certain themes, characters, and concepts. Dark does have a reputation for being confusing or difficult to follow. It is definitely very intricate and detailed, and you need to pay close attention, but everything does make sense if you're able to keep track of it, and it certainly helps to either have other people to watch it with, so that you can ask each other questions as you go, or to take notes as you go. Don't be afraid to pause at times if needed. It is definitely a lot to keep up with, but it is absolutely doable if you're invested enough. Dark is a complex puzzle to put together with a lot of pieces, but all of the pieces are in the box. Guys, I have never seen another show like Dark before. The characters are great, the atmosphere is great, carried by the score and direction, the plot is intricate but cohesive and comprehensible, there are constant twists and turns, and you never truly know where things are going, and decisions and motivations are constantly getting reshaped. It's complex, both in terms of plot and themes, and is one of those that I will probably never stop thinking about and talking about, and I can't wait to rewatch it and see everything in a different lens, knowing now where it all goes. If all of this sounds like your kind of thing, please do yourself the favor and give it a shot. You will probably know within the first episode whether you will want to keep going or not. So guys, if you have already seen the show Dark, drop a comment below with your thoughts. I would love to talk about it with more people. If you have not watched the show yet, but this video convinced you to watch it, go watch it, then drop your comment below. The goal of this video was to convince as many people as possible who haven't seen Dark to watch it, because it is a fantastic show. It's so unique and compelling and complex, and that's why I was not very specific or spoiler-filled with this video. I was pretty vague in order to try to convince people who haven't seen it. But I am open to doing more videos on the show. If this one does well and is well received, I could maybe do like a full in-depth analysis and breakdown and explanation of all of the characters and timelines. That would be a lot of fun, but that would take a lot more work than this one. So this video would have to do well first, then I could think about diving into stuff like that. But I would very much like to do it because I really, really love this show. So again, drop your thoughts in a comment below if you've seen it or are convinced now to watch it. Like if you enjoyed the video. Likes are so important for helping me grow my channel and push my videos out to more people. Subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I post a video. Check out my Patreon for further benefits. Stay tuned, and I will see you soon.